Imagine being in a place where a predator can be just inches away, and you never see it. A wild environment where some species become poisonous simply because of what they eat, and where a single bite or sting can change your life forever. This is an environment designed to test limits, an environment where survival is never guaranteed. Today, you'll understand why the Amazon doesn't create ordinary animals. It creates extremes. The green anaconda, power without mercy in the Amazon. Raw strength is rarely wasted. It is refined. The green anaconda is not built for speed or dramatic attacks. It is built for certainty. In this wild environment, movement attracts attention, and attention often attracts death. That's why the anaconda relies on stillness. Floating almost invisibly in dark water, it becomes part of the landscape itself, a perfect product of an environment propitious for ambush. Unlike venomous snakes, the anaconda kills through pressure. Its coils tighten with mathematical precision, cutting off blood circulation rather than air. This causes prey to lose consciousness quietly, sometimes without even struggling. In rivers where visibility is low and reactions must be instant, this method is brutally efficient. The Amazon rewards solutions that work without noise, and the anaconda is one of its finest designs. For humans, the danger is psychological as much as physical. People expect threats to rush toward them, to announce themselves. But in a wild environment like this, danger waits. The anaconda teaches a lesson the forest repeats endlessly: survival favors awareness, not strength. And that same principle becomes even more unsettling when we move from silent giants to creatures almost impossible to notice. The Brazilian wandering spider. Small, fast, deadly size is comforting to humans. We assume that what is small can be controlled. The Amazon destroys that illusion quickly. The Brazilian wandering spider thrives in a wild environment where unpredictability is an advantage. Unlike web-building spiders, it actively moves through the forest floor, banana plantations, and even human shelters, an environment propitious for sudden encounters. Its venom is designed for speed. Within minutes, it can cause extreme pain, muscle control loss, and severe neurological reactions. Medical attention becomes urgent not because the spider is aggressive, but because the body reacts violently. What makes this spider especially dangerous is not how often it attacks, but how easily people stumble upon it without warning. Shoes left outside, firewood piles, dark corners all become risk zones. In the Amazon, danger often exists where comfort meets negligence. This spider proves that survival in a wild environment depends less on courage and more on habits. And once you understand that, the forest introduces a threat that looks harmless, even beautiful. The poison dart frog. Beauty that kills in nature, bright colors are rarely decoration. In the Amazon, they are language. Poison dart frogs are small, vibrant, and impossible to ignore, and that is exactly the point. In a wild environment where predators are always searching, these frogs evolved a warning system shaped by an environment propitious for chemical adaptation. What makes them extraordinary is that they are not born poisonous. Their toxicity comes from their diet: ants, mites, and plants rich in alkaloids. Over time, these compounds accumulate in their skin, creating a toxin powerful enough to paralyze or kill predators instantly. Indigenous tribes understood this long before science did, using the poison for hunting tools. For humans, this frog represents a deeper lesson. In a wild environment, danger doesn't always hide. Sometimes it announces itself boldly. The Amazon teaches that beauty and threat can coexist, and ignoring warning signs, no matter how attractive, often leads to irreversible consequences. The jaguar. Precision over chaos. The jaguar is not the fastest predator in the jungle, nor the loudest. It doesn't need to be. In a wild environment where energy must be conserved, efficiency is everything. Jaguars evolved one of the strongest bites in the animal kingdom, strong enough to pierce skulls, a direct adaptation to an environment propitious for decisive kills. Unlike other big cats that aim for the throat, jaguars target the head. This reduces struggle, noise, and risk. They move silently through dense vegetation, using shadows and terrain as tools. Many animals never realize they are being hunted until it is over. For humans, the jaguar represents mastery through restraint. The Amazon does not reward recklessness. It rewards calculation. And once you grasp how silence becomes a weapon, the forest reveals a final threat, one that depends not on power, but on numbers. The piranha. Power in numbers. A single piranha rarely poses danger. But the Amazon does not operate on individual logic. In this wild environment, coordination becomes survival. Piranhas thrive because they respond collectively to stress, blood in the water, scarcity of food, or environmental imbalance conditions common in an environment propitious for rapid reaction. Their teeth are razor-sharp, evolved to tear quickly rather than chew. Feeding frenzies are not acts of chaos, but efficiency. Each fish reacts to the movement of the others, turning numbers into force. In seconds, what seemed harmless becomes overwhelming. This reminds us that danger in the Amazon is often situational. Alone, many threats are manageable. Together, they become unstoppable. And this principle extends far beyond the forest itself. If this wild environment has shown you how extreme life in the Amazon really is, you won't want to miss what comes next. Because even with all this lethal power, speed, and precision, none of these imposing species would survive what we're about to explore, an environment so hostile that extreme temperatures alone decide who lives and who disappears. So make sure you subscribe to the channel and turn on notifications right now. That way, you won't miss the next video, where survival is pushed beyond anything these Amazon creatures could handle. The rules are about to change and you'll want to be here when they do.